Right, this is going to be a very quick demo of some of the features coming up in the Windows 10 Creators Update. So first off, we're going to dive into Settings, System, and the first thing that you're going to see here is this new feature called Nightlight. What's Nightlight? Well, sometimes when you're using the computer at night, the computer screen emits a blue light which keeps you awake and makes it more difficult for you to go to sleep. So we've implemented a new feature called Nightlight. So when you switch it on, as you can see there, it sort of gives the screen a bit of an orange colour, and you can increase that to whatever you feel like. It makes it a lot easier on the eyes at night, and you can schedule it to when you want, but since it's daytime we can just turn this off. Right, so next feature we're going to talk about is gaming. Enforces strong feedback. We now have the option to have game DVR on the computer. So all you need to do is have your Microsoft account linked up with your Xbox and your Microsoft account linked up with the computer, and it can record the gameplay that you're playing on your Xbox. Not only that, from the computer you can live broadcast and you can have a game mode. Now game mode is when you're playing games on your Windows 10 PC, it will push all system processes to the background and compress them as much as possible to give games full or the maximum resources possible so your games run smoothly. Now next feature is in personalization. In personalization and colors, we now have given you more options, but not only that, you can now add a custom color. So you can go through all the accents here. For me, I like grey, so I'm going to go done. And with that, nice change in the colour. Our next thing is in themes. You can now go to the store and get themes. So we're going to do that now. We're going to head to the store. We're going to download ourselves a theme, if the store doesn't crash. Please bear with me, this is pre-release software. Right. So this is Windows themes. You can go in here, you can download your themes, or you can submit some. So we're going to download the community showcase of Dramatic Skies. So we'll get this product, and it's going to say working, and I guess we'll come back to this when it finishes downloading. Okay, so it's just finished, so we can just click launch, and there it is right there. That's the thing that we got, so we will just minimize that a bit. We can close out of the store, and we will go apply. And there we go, it's changed. Just see a couple of these, it's quite nice. I don't like the accent on that, so what we can do is just go colors and choose back the one that I like. There you go. So, next up, we're going to look at Edge. Now, Edge has had a ton of new features put in, including an overhaul on its rendering engine. So, off the bat, we're going to look at this thing here that we are calling the Hub. Now, in the Hub, it shows you your favorites, shows you your reading lists, your history, and your downloads. Of course, you've still got the old markup pen, you know, select that sort of thing. Hello. And things like that. Extensions, of course, have been around since the Creators Update, but I'm here to talk about a few new of these features here. So this little button here is tabs that you've set aside. I'm going to show you right now what that is. So I'm going to close out of Edge, and I'm going to run a little script that I made. And that's going to fill up the tab bar full of open websites. Give it a second. There's quite a few websites in that script. And there we go. So we've got a whole bunch of tabs here. They're all a bit difficult to see, and say that you don't want to spend time going click, 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 click through. Well, one way you can do that is tab preview. You can view what's open on your web page without going to the web page. So you can see there. So that's tab preview. Well, the next one is set these tabs aside. I just want to get rid of them all and I'll deal with them later. Oh, with one click. they're gone. And you're back to just a normal session here. Where did they go? Well, they've gone into something here, and you can pick through the ones that you want to keep. So say that I wanted, I don't know, that one there, Expert Zone. Okay, the website's apparently down. So I'll pick through that one, but if you don't want any of them back, you can just click and they're gone. Now, one more feature that I want to show you with Edge is ebooks. Edge now has the ability to read ebooks. So I'm going to flick over to the other desktop. I'm going to open up this for demo purposes. Go back. So, open up this, and look at that. So it's opened up an ebook. Now, just like a typical reader, you can scroll back and forth using the arrow keys. You can see its table of contents. You can bookmark things. You can search the book. You can change the fonts. I personally like it being dark. It's not everybody's cup of tea. And not only that, we've got this cool thing here where you can get...
People always say that, don't move a muscle. Even if I stand...
Yeah, so you understand what that's all about.
People always say that, don't move a muscle.
So I'm going to change it to mark.
Muscle. Even if I stand perfectly. Still, my heart, which is made up of cardiac muscle, is still beating. Still moving. Beat. Pump. Beat. And now it has stopped. Every cell in my body has stopped.
Yeah, okay, so you get it. It can read aloud to you, which is quite nice. Of course, you can scroll through the pages right to the end if you wish. And yeah, that's ebooks. That can, of course, pin your page. And it'll show up there. Now, another cool feature that we have is another feature that we have is Cortana integration into YouTube. Now, I don't know if I've set up in Cortana. No, I haven't. Oh, yep, there we go. And I think that's it. Okay, give me a second to get that. Right. Okay, so now that we've fixed that issue, going back into Edge, something that Cortana can now do is, I've got a video lined up here on YouTube, and I'm going to play this song. And you're like, oh, this is great, but where's the lyrics? Well, Cortana, with one click, can give you the lyrics. No lie. That's pretty cool. So that's the end of Edge. Another new feature that we've got here is we're going to go into settings and we're going to go back to personalization, and this has got to do with start. Now you can, since the creators update, you can add more tiles to start menu just like that, or you can turn it off. But we've gotten feedback that a lot of people don't actually need this app list here, so with the creators update you have the ability to turn off the app list. So we'll turn it off. And that's what we got there. You can shrink that a little bit. There's the app list, back to the tiles, there's the app list, back to the tiles. Now, in terms of security, we've created this cool little thing. And we'll go into apps. And we've got this new option here, choose where apps can be installed from. So say that you've got like a child's account or something like that, and you don't want them downloading programs off the internet. So what we can do is we go allow apps from the store only. So we're going to hop back into Edge, and we're going to find ourselves a program to download. So I'm going to head over to Mozilla and I'm going to go download Firefox. And I'll hit run and we'll see what happens. There we go. You get a little prompt. You can only install apps from the Windows Store, limiting installations to apps to the store helps your PC stay safe and reliable. And then of course it will just send you back to the store. Now the other option that we do have is prefer apps from the store but allow apps from anywhere. Now this is what happens. So we're going to restart that. It will run our installer. Now it's just saying the app you're installing isn't from the Windows Store, but you can install it anyway. And so on. So we don't need that. And of course we just got the standard one. So that's pretty cool. An update in security, we've got a few new settings here. Under troubleshoot. Now if you've ever had an option with your internet connection, playing audio, setting up a printer or whatever, or any questions that you have, no longer do you need to go and Google them or ask a friend for help. We've implemented all these features here, which the computer can basically self-diagnose and self-remedy itself. So if it comes across an issue, say that you're having a problem with your keyboard, you just click keyboard and run the troubleshoot. And it'll detect any issues and it'll ask you what you're experiencing and it'll try and fix it for you. Now, one last thing that I want to talk about the Creators Update is in the Windows Ink space. So, we'll go to Screen Sketch, and you all know this, so you can sketch on there, you know, you can say hello, not very good. Now, we're very accustomed to having the ruler. You know, you can draw lines, rotate a little bit, draw another line. But with the Creators Update, we now have Protractor. So you can draw circles, make the protractor a little bit smaller, and you know, draw another circle. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oops. And we've still got Sketchpad, where you can, you know, draw things. And yeah. Not much has changed in the File Explorer. That's still pretty much the same. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and this update should be out in March, and I hope you enjoy it. Catch you later.